Hi everyone, welcome to Hilltop View Journals. I'm back with another little page spread for RachandBella Crafts collaboration. We are working on day 12 today, and day 12 we are looking at favourite seasons and why, and it's layered textures, and Faith and Grit and Raindrop Lila are going to be showing us how they have interpreted the prompts. And the way I've interpreted prompts is basically using paper and fabric to create lots of layers, and as you can see here, that is my favourite season. Couldn't think of the word then, and I will tell you why shortly, and please do join me for how I finished this page spread. I'm going to create my layers with some fabric because I think that's a lovely way to create layers. And so this is something that I'm going to repurpose. I don't really like that green eyelet, so first of all I'm just going to try and sort that out. So I found these in my stash, so I thought, why not use them? The problem is it has got, I might not be able to take it out actually because it's got the backing on it. Yeah, I don't think that's going to come out easily. So the other thing I could do, which I believe I am going to do, is cut it off. So let's do it carefully. There we go. And it's off. So I would rather do these layers so that you can see them in all their glory. And the easiest way to do that then is by stitching it. So when I think of layers, I always think of fabric. I don't know why, because layers could be paper, it could be paint, it could be stenciling. But this journal hasn't really got that much, what should I say, sort of mixed media elements in it. It's more paper and glue. And that's just how I've been feeling really with it. That's what I wanted to do with it every day, so that's how it's turned out. I don't know how to do this so that I can see every layer. But something like that maybe. I think that's really pretty. Do I want that on the other side as well? No, I don't. I think I like it just with one. So I like that. So I can go on the sewing machine and stitch that. But I think what I'll do is I'll put it on a bit of paper. And so when I'm thinking about my favourite season, I would say that it is spring, because you come out of winter with such a relief that all the darkness is over with. And then things start coming back to life again. And yeah, it's a real relief. So, and you can get some lovely sunny but cold days, because I'm not too good in the heat, bit of a wilting flower, but I hate the cold as well. So yeah, that's what I think. I think I like the spring best. Quite like the autumn too. But I think with autumn, you know winter's coming, and then it becomes a little bit more difficult. Okay, so I'm going to leave a little bit of the paper if I can. But I know that it is going to cover a lot of this page, which is a bit of a shame, but... And that's where the layers come in. And this is still quite neutral. I haven't got any pink going on today. And I think I would like something along here. I've got this piece that's begging to be used, but I don't want it. It's not quite doing it for me. I think perhaps something darker. And that's quite simple, but I think that does it nicely. And I'm just going to go off and stitch this. So in my excitement, I forgot to stitch that there, which is highly irritating. So I'm going to have to try and glue it or something on the side there just to get that layering in. I only noticed it when I came off the sewing machine. So, oh, drat! How did I do that? How did I miss that? But anyway, that's the beauty of maybe rushing and trying to get something finished. Got my stamps out and I've got my Stays On ink here. So I'm just going to stamp this messily just to add to the layering. Found this little bit of scrap here on my desk of one of Rachel's background papers, so I'm going to pop that in place as well and just rip this. So it's a very scrappy label, and I'm liking that red line there. So I was thinking I might use a little bit of washi that's got red in it. And so I've got this ticket here, so I thought I could put that on there like that, and spring. We could maybe use that. No, it's too much. And that's going to go in the corner there like that. So you can see that little bit of script there. And I have got some patterned paper here that I thought I could potentially use to add even more layers, like that. And I've also got this little clip, but I'm thinking this could make it like super bulky. But I think it would look so darn cute. But yeah, it's too bulky. So we'll forget that idea. Okay, so there's my idea of layers. So I'm going to pop this in place first. And another thing that's really good to do with layers when you've got collage on your page is if you just fold up bits of the paper, then that will give it some texture as well. I kind of want that over there more over there than in the middle. I don't want it in the middle. And then I want this gold peeking out there. So if I put a line of glue sort of round about there, that'll hopefully catch that in place. And I may put some more of this pattern paper. Okay, so that goes like that. And then we need to layer these pieces on. So I do find immense satisfaction when I actually get to use something from my stash that's just been sitting there, although I've made a right mess of the stitching there. It's all puckered, but there we go. Can't do anything about that now. So here we are, is my favourite season. And I think I've managed to get a few layers there. And I did want to try and just incorporate a little bit of washi. So again, washi is great for adding layers. Even just a hint of it. And I think that's enough. So I've just worked on one side of the page today. And that's how it's turned out. So I would really like to encourage you to go into your stash and try and find things that you haven't used and use them in your journal, because it'll save you time. You'll feel better for just clearing out some of your stash and making use and finding a home for maybe things that have, well, things that you've forgotten about really. So that's what I've done with this spread here today. So just as a reminder, this is day 12 and we are looking at layered textures and favourite seasons and why. And the artists for today are Faith in Grits, who lives not very far from me in Wales, and Raindrop Lila. And please do go and check out their channels, and the information will be in my description box. So I hope you've enjoyed today's little chat really about my favourite season and why, and also just how I've interpreted this layering prompt. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.